Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to look at a Zenith D0930S. I picked this one up off of eBay for pretty cheap, and they had the original box, so that intrigued me that it might be new old stock. As you can see here, the box barely survived shipping. It's falling apart, so I got pretty concerned almost immediately when I saw that. This is the last video you'll see on my channel from my old apartment here. We actually just moved, which is why there's been no videos for a while from me. Eventually I'm going to follow up this video with a part 2 where we make some modifications to the CRT. So here we go. Right off the bat, I'm concerned with the lack of packaging inside and the fact that they just reused the 50-year-old like styrofoam, as if that's actually going to hold up. And other than that styrofoam, they literally used no packing. It literally just has like a foam sheet in there that was doing nothing. You can see there, that's also looks like it's 50 years old and falling apart. So it's really a miracle that this thing made it in one piece at all. I was pretty annoyed. I messaged the eBay seller afterwards and told him basically, look, the CRT works, and I was able to fix the cosmetic issues with it from you shipping it poorly, but you should not be shipping CRTs anymore unless you package them properly and use a thicker box, and ideally multiple boxes, within each other. But if that's not possible, at least use, packing peanuts and additional, impact protection for a CRT this small. It's going to get thrown around. So you could see there when I held it up to the camera that the corner of the bezel was popped out. Cosmetically though, it looks pretty good, condition wise. Okay, so we're going to test this, plug it into AC and make sure it works after that bumpy ride it had getting over to my apartment. Here we go, moment of truth. We get a channel number, and eventually the tube warms up, and there it is, and it looks a bit strange. Very blurry fuzz. I feel like the TV is like super, or the yoke is, sorry, not the yoke, the flyback focus adjustment looks like it's way out for some reason. But it works. Alright, so I was setting up everything that I needed to set up for this video. This is a RF modulator similar to the one you saw in the last video with the Neon CRT, but this is one that I own. It's Drake brand. It can go up to 100 and channel 199, I think. So it can do the broadcast level, the CATV, and then the CATV plus 100 levels. So it's pretty nice. I got it for $40 shipped, so that was a really good deal. When I turn on this TV, I thought it was very strange that the snow looks so blurry. Like the snowballs are huge, like it's out of focus. And sure enough, when I use the modulator on channel, it's set to channel 3. And I'm about to turn it on here if I can find the plug for it. There we go. Sure enough, the picture output is super freaking blurry. I don't know how the hell the focus could have gotten that far out of adjustment. There's no external knob, at least that I can see, for focus. There's BR, but I assume that's brightness, but it also has back levels, so I don't know. I might need to check the manual for what BR means. But yeah, even on the back, there's no adjustment for the flyback. Is in this corner over here. There's no pass-through holes for the focus adjustment or anything. So I'm gonna have to take the case back off. I wish I had known this was a problem before I put it all back together, because I just took it apart just to look inside. Like I didn't need to. Take it apart, but now I do. So let's take it apart again. Okay, I've got the chassis kind of pulled apart again, and I've got a little tool here to adjust one of these two knobs. I don't know which one's brightness and which one's focus, but we'll figure out here pretty quick. Oh, there's focus. Wow. It seems like I even turned all the way down, it doesn't look great. I've never seen, I feel like something's wrong with this. Like maybe the yoke. Yeah, I think maybe the yoke is dislodged. Maybe. It doesn't look straight. Maybe that's just me, but that's crazy that I have to turn it down all the way. That doesn't seem right. Okay, let's plug an input back into it. Okay, so I kind of just set the case back on there so that I could get it turned back on and evaluate the colors and other calibration. And as you can see, the colors are disgustingly off. Red is super bright, green is almost non-existent, and blue is a little bit too dark, but not as bad as green. And the tint is also off. The colors look a little bit dull. So I'm going to use the knobs on the side and see how good we can get it just with those. Right now I'm playing with tint, probably. Yeah, tint. So I'm trying to get like a true looking green. That looks about right. Now it looks like I'm playing with either contrast or brightness, I'm not sure. I'm guessing contrast because it looks like it's adjusting the drive. Probably doing sharpness right now. Okay. Alright, so now we're going to open the sonic scrolling test, and that's really going to give us an idea of how bad the color is, and holy shit. Sky's purple. So as you can see from looking at this, it doesn't look so bad that the sky would be purple, so that kind of surprised me. So we're going to take the case off and keep working on this. and I'm struggling a bit here because as I turn these potentiometers, nothing's really happening, and I'm getting a really scratchy response on the screen. So I'm going to go ahead and clean them with some contact cleaner and see if that doesn't remedy the issue a little bit. Alright, so after a major potentiometer cleaning, I'm expecting all the adjustments to be in completely different places than they were before we turned it off the last time. Let's see where we're at. Let the tube warm up. Playing with the black levels, I think, right now. Trying to get those looking better. And basically, you're looking for a balance between good brightness and not seeing a gray background where it's supposed to be black. You don't want to see the raster, the back raster. So that's about the brightness that I had to leave it at. Oh, yeah, see, the screen keeps turning blue because the blue color drive is turned up too much. So we're going to get this all fixed up here. Alright, so that's looking better. We're going to go back to the menu and see if we get better colors. And yeah, right off the bat, we're getting way better blues. It still looks a little bit off, but I mean, we're way closer than we were before. Right now I'm just playing with the tint again. Just going by eye instead of looking at the color bar, the RGB color bars test. I'm just looking at the SMTPE color bars. Alright, now it's time to run the sonic test again and see if the colors are looking better and see if it doesn't look so dystopian this time. And yeah, that's way, way better. So let's go ahead and play a game or two, and also let's watch some VHS on this thing and see how it does. Jesus, it keeps sending those weaving cards at me, jeez. The reason I played the same game that I played on the Neon CRT is I wanted to compare not only the tube quality, but I wanted to compare the two modulators, the cheap Insignia brand from Best Buy versus a piece of professional equipment. And so far, I don't notice a whole lot of difference, to be honest. But it is also a very small CRT, so that might be why. I'm pretty happy with the color calibration on this, but I do wonder if it could be S-Video modded. It is a hot chassis, just like the other one, but the difference with this, and it's hard to tell because I haven't really dived too deep into the schematic yet, but the difference so far, why I have a little bit more faith in this TV, modding this one versus the other one, is because this TV can run off of DC power, so it gives me hope that there is some kind of isolation transformer in there for the DC power, and it might be possible for me to do a safer type of mod. Plus, the chroma chip inside, I don't have a data sheet for it, but I have a schematic that makes it seem like it has a chroma and luma circuit, but I'm really not sure yet, and I'm kind of hesitant. I don't know whether I want to edit it really or not still, or I mean not edit it, I don't know if I want to mod it or not yet, or just keep it stock and see if anyone would be interested in adding it to their collection in its current condition, or if they would rather mod it, because I haven't decided whether I want to keep this one yet either. I like the look of it, but I've been on the hunt for like a bright red one, or the strawberry pink one. But yeah, I don't know. The picture on this looks pretty good. Very nostalgic, and very sharp for RF. So maybe that is a good indication that this modulator is good quality. You know, I don't see any rainbow or ghosting on any of the text. I really don't like how the grid pattern looks, and I still have not figured out if that's a side effect of using RF, because it just doesn't have the bandwidth for that type of picture, or if it's that I've had two TVs in a row with bad capacitors. I have no idea. I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about, just in case you missed it. Whoops. See here how it's like it's not a straight line anymore where each of these meet. Yeah. So one more thing I want to try before we look at the schematic, because I want to watch some VHS, so I'm going to get the VHS player to it.
How you boys doing? Hey, keep chilling. You know who we are? We're associates of your business partner, Marcellus Wallace. You do remember your business partner, don't you? Now let me take a wild guess. You're Brett, right? Yeah, I thought so. You remember your business partner, Marcellus Wallace, don't you, Brett? Yeah, I remember. Good. like me and Vincent caught you boys at breakfast. Sorry about that. What you having?
Hamburgers.
Hamburgers! The cornerstone of any nutritious breakfast. What kind of hamburger?
Cheeseburgers.
No. Where'd you get 'em? McDonald's, Wendy's, Jack in the Box, where?
Big Kahuna Burger.
Big Kahuna Burger. That's that Hawaiian burger joint. I hear they got some tasty burgers. I ain't never had one myself. How are they?
You good?
You mind if I try one of yours? This is yours here, right? This is a tasty burger. Vincent, you ever had a Big Kahuna burger? Want a bite? They're real tasty.
Ain't hungry.
Well, if you like burgers, give them a try sometime. Me? I can't usually get them because my girlfriend's a vegetarian, which pretty much makes me a vegetarian. I do love the taste of a good burger. You know what they call a quarter pounder with cheese in France?
No.
Tell them, Vincent.
Royale with cheese.
Royale with cheese. You know why they call it that?
Because of the metric system.
Check out the big brain on bread. You're a smart motherfucker, that's right. The metric system. What's in this?
Sprite.
Sprite, good. You mind if I have some of your tasty beverage to wash